Yo, listen up, Rue is stepping up the game, where fantasy Premier League runs in his veins. From transfers to captains, he's always on top, guiding you through every game week non-stop. They say Rue got that Salah flow. Welcome to the channel, enjoy the show. Wild cards, free hits with so much vibe. If you're hunting for success, then make sure you subscribe.
Good day everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm FPL Root and welcome back to another video. This is a live deadline stream. It is my first one doing. Make sure you leave your questions in the comments below. I'll be going through my team, going through my transfers and my captain picks. Make sure you leave your questions below as I will be answering them at the end of the stream. It won't be a long one, probably about half an hour max, but yeah, leave your questions below and I'll try to answer them in this stream. First of all, we'll go through my team. So this is how it's looking at the moment. So we'll just get this up here. So yeah, I've got Onana in goal, Sheffield United away. Botman is a struggle. I don't think he will be fit for this game. I know Eddie Howe did say that he potentially could be back for this game, but for me, I think it's too soon. I think there's no need to risk him, especially with Crystal Palace at home. Crystal Palace haven't got a massive goal threat, so for me, basically, I don't think it is worth doing that move currently. Bringing him in, making him like play for an injury, it's not worth it, especially as they do have Champions League coming up, etc. Udogie really happy with, Cash happy with. The rest of the team I am pretty happy with. I have got Saka in my team. I think Saka will play. He's had that couple of weeks now. He hasn't played against Man City in the last game week. I do think he will play this game, but again, it is a little bit of a sticking point. It is a tricky one, as I really don't want to end up with 10 players, as my bench is not the best. My bench is Kabore, Gehi, and Mubama. So for me, these are my kind of potential transfers. We'll just go through them now. We'll just get up the transfer screen. But first of all, I have gone for Haaland captain. I think he is the best captain this week. Even if I did have Salah, I think Haaland is the best captain. Let me know who you're going to captain below in the comments. And if you are in here, please make sure you do like the stream, as it is really helpful. And it is my first live deadline stream. So we'll see how it goes anyway, and then see if I'll do it again or not. So for my transfers, so if Botman doesn't play, I am pretty happy with playing Gehi. Yes, it's not ideal playing Newcastle away, but Kabore missed the last game week against Spurs, so I really don't want him to come on for a 1-pointer, 2-pointer. So I'm not going to risk playing Kabore, even though he does have a good fixture, Forest away. For me, I don't think it's worth it. Saka is the tricky one. So if Saka doesn't play or is not fit, I could potentially move to someone for about 10 million, 10.5 million. Bruno Fernandes is an option. Someone like Diaz, Jota, if we get some early team news. I'll probably just wait for that, but there is options out there. For me, I'd probably just go for Diaz. Yes, it is risky. Yes, Saka probably will play, but I don't know if I want to take that risk and risk Saka again, as I did risk him last time out. But another option, like I said, is going Botman. It leaves me with 6.5 million, so I can get pretty much every defender bar Trent and Trippier. We'll have a look here. 6.5 million total points. We'll go by price just to have a look. So again, Tsimikas is a not bad option as well. I could go Virgil. Again, don't know if I want to spend that much on a defender. I could go for someone that is that kind of only has a good game week this week, as Gehi does come back in with some good fixtures in game week, kind of 11 plus, where he has Burnley, Everton, Luton. So I only really need him for 2 weeks. And for me, I probably will go with Kufal, as I do want him long term. Yes, the fixture's not the best this week. Aston Villa away, but then they have Everton at home, Brentford away, Forest at home, Burnley away, Palace at home, and he's got 4 assists in his last 4. So he is doing pretty well attacking wise. So I'll probably do the Kufal move if Botman, if there's no kind of inkling that Botman is fit and Saka is fit. But that would be my moves. If not, I could potentially roll, and then next week have the chance to have the chance to basically go Saka. No, not Saka, sorry. So go Rashford. So this would be next week now. Rashford to Salah. Would help if I'm going midfielders, right? Rashford to Salah, which leaves me 2 million short. So potentially I could go Mbeumo to a 4.6 million midfielder, but I'd probably go Onana out to Areola to free up some cash. If we just get up the goalkeepers. So Onana to Areola leaves me 5.3 million for a midfielder. And there's quite a few out there. I could go for someone like Cole Palmer. Yes, the fixtures are not great, but for 5.3 million, it's not the end of the world. I could go for someone like Souček, he's not been doing too bad this season. But for me, I'd probably just go for Palmer. Yes, he's injured this week, but don't remember this will be next week, and that allows me to get Salah, keep Saka, keep Maddison, keep Son, and have a really, really strong midfield. Yes, probably don't need 2 Spurs midfielders. So if Rashford does start to become good, I could potentially keep Rashford and take out one of the Spurs midfielders. But for now, I'm just waiting on more news from Saka, from Botman. If they're both fit, then I probably would roll. If Botman's injured, then I'll probably go for someone like Kufal. If Saka's injured, then I could go for a Liverpool mid if we get some early team news. So that was it from kind of my team. If you leave your questions in the comments below, I'll go through them now. Quickly just get rid of this and we'll go through the comments. So thanks everyone for tuning in. If you do like this video, it'll be really, really helpful, and we'll get through some of your comments now. So we'll start off with FPL MFZ. It's just telling me to come out. Also got Christian in the building. Hello, Christian. Cheers for tuning in. FPL MFZ also, have I used the wildcard? So I haven't used the wildcard yet. I should have probably used it last week, as my team was pretty bad. It was in very bad condition. I had Gordon who was suspended. I had Saka who was out. I had Botman who was injured. I had Estupinan. I probably should have used it last week, but I didn't. I thought I could get away with it, but I did make a bad move last week. In theory, it wasn't that bad, as I bought in Maddison and I bought in Gahey, and they both returned. Gahey got 9 points. Maddison got 6 points, but I should have done Saka to Salah. I did have the money to do Saka to Salah before I did the Maddison move, and obviously that would have got me however many points Salah got last week, 15 points, and I probably would have captained Salah instead of Son. That was a bad move, as I did it because I didn't do it because I thought Saka was going to play, and obviously we all know he didn't end up playing. So no, I haven't used my wild card. I'm trying not to use it in game week 10. I'm hoping for 11, 12, 13 and try and get through this period. But at the moment, I desperately need a wild card. So FPL MFZ is, I'm looking for a 1 week punt. It's either going to be 4-5-1 or 3-5-2. If 4-5-1 means Estu out for Porro or Morris out for Solanke, only have 6.7 million for forward spot. For me, I'd probably get Estupinan out. Yes, Burnley's fixtures are not the best. I mean, sorry, not Burnley. Brighton's fixtures are not the best, but then they do turn really, really good in next week. So game week 10 onwards, they do turn really good. He's injured though. He's going to be injured for at least another couple of weeks. You don't really want someone of that price. It's not like he's a 4.5 million defender. He's 5 million and some change. So you want to get him out, I think, as soon as possible. So I'd probably go for Pedro Porro. I think he's due a massive, massive haul. He's really attacking. He gets into the box, gets the crosses in. and he's been unlucky not to get a goal more. I think he got 1 goal this season. He's unlucky not to get more. And for me, I would probably go Pedro Porro. Yes, I'm not fully convinced on Spurs' defence, but I think the home games, the Fulham game, is a really, really good chance for Porro to get a clean sheet and an attack in return. So for me, I'd probably go for Porro. I do also like Solanke, though. I think he is a good option. His next 2 fixtures do look really good. This I would probably stay clear of. So for me, I'd probably make the Porro in move for Estupinan. Another question, FPL MFZ. So why Onana over Turner home against Luton? So it's probably a lot to do with stubbornness. So Onana is a keeper that I've spent more money on. So in my head, I'd probably feel like I have to play him because I have spent more money on him. I don't trust him at all. I know he throws balls in his own net sometimes. He doesn't make saves. He can't do a simple pass to his defender. He's made some shocking mistakes. So completely understand what you're saying. And I'd probably, it is a tough one. But I just think Sheffield United are so bad that Man United have to keep a clean sheet. Whereas Luton are going to be thinking that this game is a chance for them to win, to get a result. There's not many games like that out there for Luton. I guess Burnley, Sheffield United, and probably Forest, Bournemouth are the teams they're probably looking to get their points from, as I don't think that they're going to get many points from anyone else in the league, to be honest. So I think they'll be going into this game thinking that they'll need to get a result and actually try and score a few goals. So for me, that's why I've gone for Onana over Turner. So next comment from SCP Mohanad. Haaland. So that's your captain, Haaland. Yeah, I think it's a good choice, especially now that some people don't have Haaland in their team. So captaining Haaland just looks even better. I do think there'll be goals in this game. Rodri's back as well, which obviously doesn't seem like a big deal for kind of attacking wise, but he's just integral to everything they do, breaking up play, keeping things moving, being that kind of engine in the middle of their midfield. So I think Rodri coming back really does help out Man City, and hopefully Haaland can deliver this game week. Christian with a question. Currently, captain is on Son, but could move that to Madders, Haaland, or Trips. Considered Højlund, but don't trust United's midfield to feed him. Yeah, I'd probably stay clear of Man United, although I do think it is a really good fixture. Again, if they turn up, they could thrash Sheffield United, but they haven't turned up this season. They haven't been scoring a load of goals, to be honest, so I'd probably stay clear of Højlund. Trippier, I think it's always tough to captain a defender. I know Trippier can get goals and assists, but I always find it tough to do that. And yeah, I just wouldn't go with a defender. I think there are better options this week. Don't get me wrong, if there is a blank game week or you're chasing towards the end of the season, the last couple of game weeks of the season, you're chasing, and you need to do something that's a little bit out there, and then fair enough, captain a defender, why not? But I think this early on, I don't think you need to captain Trippier. Son, Madders, or Haaland. I think Spurs will beat Fulham. And I do like the look of Son, but it is a little bit of PTSD from captaining him twice this season, him blanking. Madders, I think, is a good shout, but if Fulham do come and sit back, I feel like he might be dropping deep to pick up the ball, try and dictate and play a little bit more. So for me, I'd probably go for Haaland. Yes, it might be a little bit boring. And as I know you're Spurs fans. As Spurs fans, we really do want to captain our team players, but imagine having to wait until Monday for your captain to play and Haaland's banged a hat trick or done a madness. So for me, I'd probably go for Haaland, but I don't actually hate Son. I think Maddison might drop a little bit too deep sometimes, but at the same time, he is on set pieces, he is on corners, free kicks, etc. So it is a tough one, but I'd probably go Son or Haaland. I'm going for Haaland. Yes, big up Golden Goal. Nice one, mate. Cheers for locking in. After you finish this, definitely go check out his stream. Leave a comment with your time, mate, and tell everyone to jump over. Christian, so my only other dilemma is if I remove a Estupinan for someone to bench Ream. I like my team this week, but overloaded on that Spurs v Fulham fixture. Yeah, I feel you. But I think you're definitely a Spurs fan, so I kind of get it. Spurs are doing well this season, so why not load up on Spurs players? And Fulham at home is not a terrible fixture to load up on, to be honest. So we're due. I think we're due a 3-4-0. I think we've smashed Burnley this season, but every other game we haven't really scored, I guess, that many goals. We've scored 2 goals, like quite a lot, but we haven't really scored 4+ in many games. I'm pretty sure it's only that Burnley game. So yeah, I just wouldn't play. I think Spurs score, to be honest. I wouldn't play Ream. Who is it going to be a -4 though to take out Estupinan? If it is, then you could just play Ream. If not, or if you have another option on your bench, then maybe it's not worth the -4. But let me know in the comments if taking out Estupinan means the -4, and who would the -4 be for? Let me know in the comments, because I'm not sure it's actually worth it for a -4. But if it's a free transfer, then take him out if it means you don't have to play Ream. Yes, FPL Mez, how you doing? Cheers for locking in, and hello. Good luck for the game week. So FPL MFZ. So I'm going to wildcard in game week 10, so it doesn't matter here. Yeah, that's fair enough then. For that sake, then I guess go for it. If it's a 1 week punt, then I'd probably go for the forward spot, to be honest. Go for Solanke. I think that is a good fixture. Vissa, I just don't trust Brentford at the moment. They've been really, really bad. Saying that, Bournemouth have been bad too. I don't think Bournemouth have won a game, but Solanke still delivered. I think he's got 3. He's got 3 goals and he's got an assist or 2. So I'd probably go for Solanke then if you're wildcarding next week, because there's no point having a 1 week punt on a defender, to be honest with you. So Nepali Abhi. So is Luton and Nottingham Forest fixture warning of postponed amid storms? Yes, I have heard a rumour about this, that there's loads of flooding on the pitch. I'm not too sure how true it is. I've been hearing kind of contrasting reports saying that one knows his uncle's son's cousin knows the kit man, and he said the pitch is flooded. And then this other person said to me that his cousin's daughter's sister's brother knows the steward, and the steward said it's off. So who knows? We'll have to wait, and hopefully they release it before the deadline. To be honest, it doesn't really affect me too much. Only that Turner decision, but I will be going for Onana anyway, so it's not that much of a big deal, I'd say. But yeah, keep an eye on that fixture, because if it does get called off, that means Kabora on my bench is definitely not going to be playing, so I'll probably have to make the Botman transfer. But it is a big deal. Definitely keep an eye on Twitter. Try and search in on Twitter as well. Don't just rely on FPL people to let you know, because it might be a bit like behind with it. So try to search in like Forest or Forest Storm or Forest Pitch on Twitter and see what comes up. I think it will come on. Like, we've had some horrible floods. Well, I haven't been there, but I know the last few years in the UK, there's been some horrible floods and games haven't been called off. And but yeah, I guess this is a different story. Hopefully it stays on, but I'm not too sure what the truth is, to be honest. FPL MFZ. So Sheffield will play like prime Barca against United. To be honest, I think Man United can make any team look like prime Barca at the moment. United always make their opponents look good. Exactly. For example, that game against Burnley v United, Brownhill played like prime Zidane. Yeah, I think that's more on Man United, which I think that's what you mean anyway. So maybe we need to be bringing in Cameron Archer and playing Cameron Archer then, if Sheffield United are going to be putting in a big performance against United. Maybe that's the point we've been missing. Maybe that's our 1 week punt that we're all looking for as well. Maybe Cameron Archer. So that is a decision. So maybe Turner, if he does play, could be a late swap in my team. But I think I'd probably go for Onana anyway. I feel Rashford getting a goal midweek might just spark that little bit of form for him, and Højlund's been doing well in the Champions League, and he'll be wanting to kick off his Premier League tally soon. So I do think Man United are going to turn the corner. I just don't think it's going to be a big enough corner for them to get Champions League. I think they're going to miss out this season, but hopefully they can perform for me, as I have got Rashford and Onana. Golden goal. So he's streaming at 8:30 UK time. But stick with me until I'm done, because Nice one, mate. Big up. Good stream to catch you on the flip side. Nice one, mate. So I guess that's an emoji. Have overloaded Wilson, Shah, Burn. I will achieve something. I've overloaded Wilson, Shah, Burn. So you have all three of them, yeah? Nepali happy. So yeah, I think Newcastle have got a good fixture. So for me, I don't hate having three Newcastle. I'm not too sure on the Trippier captain. Also, another thing to remember is with Palace, we kind of think of Palace as like a tricky winger, good forward players, but maybe don't have the striker. But actually, this season they have the striker. Edouard has been doing really, really well for them. But Eze is out injured. Elise is still going to be out. Edouard had a bit of an injury, but I think he should be okay for this game week. So I don't think Palace have enough in creativity to worry Newcastle. So I think going in with three Newcastle players is pretty good this week. I think a clean sheet is almost guaranteed. As without Eze, without Elise, with Zaha obviously leaving in the summer. I don't think Palace have enough to break down Newcastle, so I'd be happy going in with double Newcastle defence and Wilson as Isak is probably going to miss this game week too. So I think you're doing well having them three if that's what you mean. Christian, so no, not a -4 at all. Would be my free transfer. Thought Simicast, but now hearing he might not play leaves me Udogie, Trips, and Kabore. Yeah, you don't really want to be relying on Kabore. I've got Kabore on the bench as well, and for me, he didn't play against Spurs, so I'm not too sure if that means he's dropped his place has been dropped or they've changed their formation to adapt to Spurs. I'm not too sure. But anyway, I wouldn't be relying on Kabore. So I'd probably make that move, to be honest, Estupinan out. You could look at Simicast. I don't think he's guaranteed to play. I think Liverpool. I said it on my stream midweek that Liverpool could go into a back three with Trent pushing into midfield, pushing further forward, Gomez, Van Dijk, Matip or Konate, whoever's fit. I'm not too sure, but it could be a three at the back. So for me, I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk going Simicast. Even if he does play, Robertson should be back. They say 10 weeks, but I think he'll be back in 6 weeks. And in 4 weeks, there's going to be an international break. So for me, I wouldn't risk Simicast. I think your other option is looking okay. I'd probably look at someone like Kufal. Yes, the fixture's not great now, but if you still have your wild card, then you could just go for like a 1 week punt if you're going to use it in a couple of weeks. Let me know if you still have your wild card, as it does make a little bit of a change in decision. But I do like, bringing in someone else. Don't play Ream. I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. And it's not like he's a player that, if Ream was a player that's going to start every week for you, and it's just this week he's got a bad fixture, then fair enough. Like, just play him, just play your bench, because you know next week you're going to have Ream, the solid starter, to go alongside Udogie, Trips, and basically go alongside Udogie and Trips. So if Ream was that guy, so say Ream was Gahey, a Palace defender, yes, he's got a bad fixture this week, Newcastle, but next week, a week after, the fixtures are going to improve. Palace are solid defensively. Then you could just risk it for 1 week. But Tim Ream is okay defensively, but I think there's better out there. And for me, I'd probably take out Estupinan and go for someone else, to be honest. Maybe someone like Kufal. Again, that fixture's not great, but Kufal, if you can afford Matty Cash as well, Matty Cash is a good option, as Villa's fixtures do look really, really good coming up. Let me know what you do or what you think about doing. So ABC Magic 10, hello mate, from Twitter. Cheers for joining us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video too. That would be great. Cheers, mate. Mid's going to be Bruno, Salah, Madders, and Diaby, but I only have faith in Salah. No, I think that's a great midfield. To be honest, mate. Bruno's a tricky one. As yes, Man United are terrible, but Sheffield United, they're even worse. Come on, they're even worse. Bruno's going to be on pens. All you need is that lucky pen, and you got a massive haul from Bruno. He's going to play 90 minutes. He's going to probably get a clean sheet. I hope so, because as an owner. So I think Bruno's okay for this week. Long term, we can talk about another week, but for this week, I think Bruno's okay. Yeah, like you said, Salah's great. Maddison, I think he's been ticking along great this season. The only thing to bear in mind is all his returns have come away from home. Obviously, this fixture's at home, but I think Fulham are a team that do give up chances, and Spurs are going to score goals, and you just got to hope Maddison gets a goal or assist. I do think it's minimum assist this week, though, as he's shown for most of the season. He does chip away with them assists and the goals. Diaby, it's a tougher fixture than people are letting on for. So West Ham, I think West Ham are a solid team this season. They did start off a little bit rocky, I'd say, but they do look pretty solid. So yeah, I completely understand with Diaby, but having that midfield, I wouldn't be too worried. I think you'll get points this week, to be honest. Let me know who your captain's going to be. Yeah, so Christian. So yeah, still have wildcard, not using it to game week 17, 18. Yeah, I wish I had that power and had that that willpower to do that. I might have to message you, and you can talk to me and tell me why I should wait as well, as I really do want to wait. There's a blank game week as well coming up in game week 17 where Brentford and Manchester City blank. But then they do double around that time as well. So you'll probably be in a good position if you do have your wild card. I'm hoping I can save it for that long, but it's just the Salah's next two fixtures really worry me. Not this fixture, but they got Nottingham Forest at home as well next. And the fixture after that's good as well. So it's not the Everton at home fixture that actually worries me. It's the next two after that for Salah. But if you have Salah in your team, you probably don't need to stress about wildcard. If you have Salah, Haaland, Maddison or Son, and maybe a Saka if he is fit. I think if you got them four, then I don't think you need to worry about wildcarding too soon. So Christian again. So Kufal could be a good shout actually. Yeah, I do like him. I spoke about him a couple of weeks ago. And don't get me wrong, this fixture is not the best for West Ham. Villa are a good team. I think it's going to be an even game, but you never know. These even games could be a 0-0. They both kind of don't want to lose. They kind of respect each other, take their point and run. And with him, he does get attacking returns, 4 assists in his last 4. I think he's a good shout. And West Ham's fixtures after that Villa game actually look really good. So I'll just get them up on here and read them out. So they've got Villa away, which is going to be tough, obviously, but Everton at home, Brentford away, Forest at home, Burnley away, Palace at home. Like for me, that is really, really good set of fixtures. Yes, they're going to be in Europe, so that could play a factor in the way they kind of deal with the league. Maybe they're going to rest some players. But I think Moyes has got them solid this season. I think their signings have been so good. Ward-Prowse in there doing bits for them, even getting assists, getting goals. I think the defense looks solid. Kurt Zouma could be another option. Obviously, if you're if you are a cat owner, you probably might not want to go for him. But I think Kufal is probably a better option for me personally. So AB Magic 10, I'll be captaining Haaland for sure. He will make a huge difference in this game week due to the opening game for everyone. Yeah, like Gandhi said, never back the early kickoff. As we know, Liverpool-Everton is the early kickoff. And for me, that game is going to be tight. I think Sean Dyche has been pulling out a couple decent results the last few games. I think that Everton, I don't think they'll get a result, but I don't think they're going to get absolutely thrashed like a lot of people think they will. Like I said, the last few games, they've been getting a few decent results. Yes, they started off the season really bad, but they absolutely thumped Bournemouth last time out. So at home, Bournemouth at home 3-0. Yes, they lost to Luton, which was rough, but then they beat Brentford away from home 3-1. So I think this game will be tight. They kept a clean sheet last time out. Early kickoff. Liverpool don't really like an early kickoff, I'm told, but I guess every team says that. I know Spurs say that as well. It's a derby as well. It's another thing for me. Liverpool have a lot of South American players as well. Alisson, Fabinho, Darwin Núñez, Diaz. McAllister. So there's a lot of people coming back from a long distance of travel. I think it will be a tough game, but Salah, penalty, assist, he's getting a haul. Do you know what I mean? It's a difficult one, but for me, I think Haaland is the best captain choice. I think Brighton will concede chances, they will concede goals, and I think City are going to want to kind of get things right after losing their last 2 Premier League games and their last 3 domestic games, as they did lose against Newcastle in the Cup too. So for me, Haaland is the best option this game week for captain. So AB Magic, Salah cap is from another game week with Watkins also in the list. Salah cap is from another game week with Watkins in the list. Yeah, okay. So you mean there's another game week you're captain Salah? Yeah, I think Salah is a good option for captain. Next game week is a good one. He has Forest at home, where Haaland has Man United away. Again, depends what Man United turn up, but like someone said in the chat, Man United make everyone look like prime Barca, and Man City are virtually prime Barca. Okay, don't hold me to that, but they're virtually prime Barca. So that might be a good game week to captain Salah. Like you said, Watkins is also on the list with Luton at home that game week. So there's definitely plenty of other opportunities to captain someone else rather than Haaland. So this week I don't think is the week that I think Haaland is the best captain choice. So I will try and get He-Chan off Wolves from next game week and march the differential for game week 10. Yeah, 100%. Brighton's fixtures turn really, really good from game week 10. I'm going to try and get Matoma. I don't know how. I'll probably have the wild card though. But I really want Matoma in my team. I think he's almost been forgotten about, I want to say, this season. Yes, people did start him, but with them fixtures, yeah, I think if Estupiñán was fit, he'd be straight in. If we knew what striker they were going for, Ferguson, Welbeck, etc., they'll be straight in. So Fulham at home, Everton away, Sheffield United at home, Forest away. And then they've got Chelsea away, but then they've got Brentford at home, Burnley at home. To me, that's a ridiculous run of fixtures if Brighton turn up. That's a big if. He-Chan, I do like him, but I'm not sure he's absolutely nailed. He started off the season really, really well. But again, I don't know if he is absolutely nailed. So for me, I'd probably go for Neto if you do have that extra 0.4 million, as he is 0.4 million more Neto. But Chan has done well this season. He's started 5 games and he's got 5 goals. So you can't really ask for more than that. But the worry is that he hasn't started 3 games. So for me, I think I'd go Neto if you do have the money. Let me know if you have the money for Neto in the comments below. Before we go on to the next question, if there's 11 of you here, if 11 of you could like the stream, it would be really helpful. Yeah, really help out the channel. So yeah, cheers for that if you do. So next question, Christian. I did see a couple of tweets say that City might be making mad changes in defence this game week. What? Don't think they were reliable accounts though. Oh, did they say who they were changing? Did they leak a lineup, or did they just say, "Oh, City are going to make big changes"? But what would that mean? Do you think? Do you think that would mean Ederson being dropped, or is it more like Diaz might be rested, or Walker might come out and Rico Lewis will come in, or maybe a Kanji, or what does that look like? Mad changes, or yeah, let me know if they've said players, or is it just a general comment? That would be interesting though. And who knows, that might benefit them. Is triple captain Haaland a good call? Cheers for your question, Glenn. For me, I'd wait to a double game week. You get double the chance of a player scoring well. Yes, I've seen them played in a single game week and they've done really, really well. I've seen a few years ago, Aguero. My uncle actually captained Aguero for his game against Newcastle when he scored 4 goals. But just to use that as a comparison, he captained Aguero, scored 4 goals, he got 25 points. I captained Aguero that same year in a double game week. I think he got 2 goals and an assist, and he ended up with more points because you get appearance points, 2 points. You get extra bonus points. You get 2 sets of bonus points. So for me, I'd much rather play it in a in a double game week because you get double the chance of scoring points. But again, play your own game. If you think Haaland is going to get a hat trick this game week, then why not go for it? AB Magic, 10 with Luton Town with doubles of Haaland is still coming. Wow, okay, I didn't know that. It's still coming. You can use in game week 20 of City doubles. Yeah, so I didn't know that. So Man City potentially have a double with Luton Town included. Is that right? AB Magic? Would that be, the game week 20 because they're blanking in game week 19 or 17, is it? Let me know in the comments. SCP Mohammed. So where do you get Liverpool's team leaks? So I just on Twitter. So someone will post them on Twitter. Just kind of keep refreshing your page. I'll retweet them. So if you follow me at FPL, I retweet any ones I see. So yeah, follow my page and I'll retweet them. If not, I'd say probably about 10 minutes before the deadline, there might be a few leaks, but I wouldn't hold out for that, to be honest. So if you are waiting for them, no, they do come about 10 minutes potentially. And again, they might not always be right. So Satanistica, Captain He-Chan is written in the stars. To be honest, the fixture's not bad. Well, it's pretty good if you ask me. Although I don't hate Bournemouth. I don't think they're as bad as they were maybe towards the start of last season. But Bournemouth away, I don't hate that as a captain. But for me, it's too risky. I don't think Wolves score enough goals for my liking. So for me, I wouldn't go there. But again, play your own game. Why not? So Glenn forgot about Man City's double game week. So what's your thoughts on Højlund? Cheers for your question, Paul. So for me, I actually think he's a good option. I'm just not sure personally I'm ready to risk him and Man United at the moment. I don't think Man United have actually shown me enough to warrant me putting their number 9 in my team. Their fixtures do look good coming up though, so you could jump on early and look like a genius, or you could have him in and not have Watkins as the result of it and look stupid when Watkins scores a hat trick against Luton next game week. So I think it all depends who you got to look at it like this. Who are you having instead? So by having Højlund in your team, who are you not having? Are you not having Watkins? Then if you're not having Watkins, I'd say Watkins is a better pick. If you're having Watkins and Højlund and maybe not having someone like Maddison, then you could start to be like, okay, Spurs' fixtures are not that great anymore. Højlund's fixtures look pretty good. But for me, I haven't actually seen enough in the Premier League. Yes, he does look promising. I haven't seen enough from Man United to say they're going to turn things around. So for me, I'd hold off. But if you want to go early, then I don't actually hate the pick. I think he's going to turn good at some point. It's just when, and hopefully you can get there just in time rather than having to see out a few blanks before that. Keep leaving your questions in, and please like the stream if you haven't done so already. Okay, Christian. Now, there's a couple of these. I may have Man City early team news, but hearing a lot of changes behind the midfield. Wow, okay. That's interesting. Send me that on Twitter. I'll have a look. But that is interesting. Do you think that affects Haaland in any way? Obviously, if the defense is a bunch of teenagers, then maybe. But I don't see how bad it could be. Stones might be back from injury. Could that be a change? I guess, or maybe Rico Lewis could play. But I can't see any madder than that. Surely, surely they won't be bringing in youth team players or anything like that. I'm just trying to think who they've got in their back line. Maybe Edison. Maybe Edison went South America, so he might have a long trip back where they could play their substitute goalkeeper. That could be a mad decision. Who else have they got there? South American. Diaz, Portuguese. Kanji, Swiss. Walker, English. Ake, is from the Netherlands. Gavardio is Croatian, so European. So yeah, I don't know who that could be, to be honest. So that'll be interesting to find out when it does come out, I guess. So Liverpool lineup aren't interesting anymore. Are interesting than City's because you don't know what Pep season. I kept KDB and KDB was benched. I lost my transfer, but KDB scored 14-point haul after in the next game week. Oh mate, that is rough. Yeah, that is rough. I think with Pep, that is rough. With Pep, you just gotta be prepared for that. Like, I've got Alvarez in my team. I've had him very early. So when everyone went for Nicholas Jackson, I went for Alvarez, which was a great move. Don't get me wrong, but I'm always conscious that he might not be on the starting lineup. He might be benched. For someone like KDB, that is however much he is, 10 plus million, that is a little bit more concerning than someone like Alvarez, that is 6.5 million. Whereas I can probably afford for Alvarez to be benched the odd game week. Whereas KDB, for that price, you need him to play. So yeah, Pep Roulette is a horrible thing. I wonder if he knows what he's doing. Leave a comment below. Do you think Pep knows what he's doing when he's rotating the squad? Is he pissing off? Is he pissing off us on purpose, FPL managers? Is that why he's doing it? I reckon he is. To be honest, he could probably do that just for fun and still win the league. So, yeah, let me know if you think Pep's doing it on purpose. Another comment here. So, do you consider Jensen underrated? I definitely consider him underrated. I did a tweet, I think yesterday it was, talking about Jensen and how well he's been doing for a Brentford side that haven't been doing well, to be honest. Like I said, Brentford haven't done great this season. They started off okay, but they haven't won since game week 2. They've had one win all season. They've lost 3, drawn 4, won 1. Jensen has got 3 goals, 2 assists, and for 5.5 million, I think he's doing really well and very underrated. He's at the moment he's a better pick than Mbeumo. Probably around I'd say around Neto Gordon sort of price point, or is around the sort of price point of Gordon and Neto, and he's probably keeping up with them. The only thing is he doesn't sound sexy, if that makes sense. He's not a sexy name or a big name in football, or even a player that kind of looks like he's going to get you points, but he's been delivering. He's only 3.4% owned as well. And to me, I had a little disagreement with someone on Twitter yesterday that said that his fixtures were terrible. For me, I don't think they're that bad. So Burnley at home, great fixture. Chelsea away, West Ham at home, Liverpool away, Arsenal at home. Yes, not the best, but then they've got Luton, Brighton, Sheffield United, Villa. So for me, I think it's not too bad, and they've got to turn it around soon because like they've been so bad the last few game weeks. So for me, I think he is underrated. But like I said, I think I'd probably rather Neto and Gordon if you can afford to go up to them. So ABC Magic, Liverpool's fixtures aren't as interesting as City, like KDB did to me last year. Pep benched him. Oh yeah, so this is your comment from earlier. Yeah, that's shocking. But with Liverpool, I think a lot of people this week are they basically have a 1 week punt or before their wild card. So Liverpool at home to Everton, good fixture on paper, don't get me wrong. And the fact that they can get some early team ruse, get this 1 week punt, maybe Jota, maybe Diaz, maybe Gakpo's back in training, maybe Darwin Núñez. I think that's why people are interested in this Liverpool team use. They're also thinking Tsimikas as well. So that's another reason why people are really interested in Liverpool team use. Normally you'd be like, yep, Van Dijk, Matip or Konate, Robertson, Trent, Alisson in goal, McAllister, Szoboszlai, blah, blah, Salah, whatever, Núñez, Diaz. But I think this week's completely different. So Nepali AP says, KDB has made havoc in my rank. Yeah, so what, did you have him from early then? Is that why he hasn't delivered? All right, let me know. Yeah, so I climbed from 1 million to 230,000 in 2 game weeks. I had triple captain Haaland when he made 24. Wow. Wow, was that so? That was this week, this game week. You mean? I mean this season? Wow, I made 175 point on bench. What? Wow. Was this is not this week? This is not this season. Last season, right? Morank, where everyone returned me and fully. Wow, that is incredible. Is that your highest score ever? 175 points. That is incredible. Thanks for your questions, everyone. Keep them coming in. Send me through your captains as well, your captains and your transfers. Leave them in the comments, and I'll have a look and put them on screen. Also, please make sure you do like, subscribe, and guest comment your questions. It does help out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Not long left of this stream, so I'll probably jump off in about 5 minutes. So yeah, make sure you leave your questions, and I'll get them in. I won't leave any questions unanswered, so get them in, and I'll answer them before I jump off. Yeah, so that was, oh yeah, that's interesting. We'll have a look at my if there's no more questions, we'll have a look at my my team one last time. I'll just get up this last comment that came in. Yeah, again, let me know your captains below, let me know your transfers, and I'll have a look at them. Yep. So Nepali Api is saying that that was this season. Wow, that's incredible. Oh, last season. Sorry, of last season. Okay. Cheers for your comment. Yeah, we'll just get that up now. Yeah, again, let me know your transfers this game week. Let me know your captain. So we've got a comment here. Everton is a trap. That's a much better than a table placement. Maybe call it unluck. Yeah, I 100% agree. I don't know if you're here for what I was saying about the captain choices. I think Everton have been doing really good the last couple game weeks. Yes, they started the season terribly, but they got two big results. Brentford away. They beat Bournemouth 3-0 last game week as well. For me, I think Everton are going to be solid as a derby as well. They're not going to want to get battered by Liverpool. So, I think people are kind of underrating Everton, and they think Salah's just going to score a hat-trick this game week. For me, I can't see that happening. I think having it being a derby, it being Sean Dyche team, Liverpool having quite a lot of South American players. For me, I can't see Liverpool thrashing Everton. So Nepali Api, so I had 3 times 150 last season, and last game week I sold Haaland and Captain Kane. Wow, that was great. Yeah, Kane did really well in the last game, his last game for Spurs. So yeah, wow, that's a great move. Well done. We got another comment here. If you are here, please make sure you like the stream. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you are new. So I took out Kulusevski for He Chan, Leno for Turner. Okay, and some for Jensen. Wow, okay. Okay. And that was all this game week? How come you're taking out so many Spurs players? Are you kind of saving money to get Salah in next week? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, let me know. Because I think Kulusevski. I took out Kulusevski. Yeah, I think Kulusevski and Son are good options this week. So yeah, let me know. Is that to get Salah in next week? So we'll do this as the last comment, unless any more come in. So this game week for differential, Isaac to Wilson. I missed my whole Isaac Bailey. Yep. Isaac is looking like he's going to be injured. Wilson will probably play this game week, so I think that is a good move. For me, I think Newcastle are going to beat Palace, but yeah, I think that is a good move. Hopefully, Wilson carries on playing in the league, and Isaac plays in the Champions League. So -8 can't be more effective unless it is Haaland and a 20-point haul. Yeah, interesting comment. Okay, we'll get out my team quickly. One last time, I'll have a look, and I'll talk you through my transfers if I do make any. So, like I said, I'm going to wait for a little bit more information from Botman and from Saka. I do think Saka will play, but Botman I'm not too sure on. So for me, I'll probably just roll the transfer or maybe take out Botman. But yeah, I'll show you my team. Let me know what you think I should do as well. Okay, we'll get it up now. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. We'll get out my team before we head off. Okay, everyone can see that. Okay, we've got the team here. So like I said, we could go Botman to maybe someone like Kufau this game week. We could go Saka to someone like Diaz, Jota, etc. I do think Saka is going to play though. I'm just not happy with the bench currently, as if Botman and Saka don't play, the bench is not great. I could go Kabore to someone, but for me, I'd probably just going to roll unless we get news about Botman. But I think Botman isn't going to play. So Botman to Kufau does look like my likely transfer. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think that is a good transfer? Yeah, let me know in the comments. We got a question in from Paul. We'll just read it out now. I'll just get rid of my team. So, is any of the Prem games at risk of being postponed? So there is rumours that that Forest Luton is going to be postponed because of there's been loads of rain apparently up there in Nottingham. For me, though, I don't think it will be. It's a Premier League ground. I can't see them being postponed, but I've been hearing contrasting opinions about that. So I'll probably just stay tuned to Twitter, have a look, search it up on Twitter as well. But for me, that's the only game that could be postponed. We'll move on to the next question. Last few questions before I'm off. So I only have 540 points, mate. I haven't used wildcard unless more necessary yet. Okay, that's fair enough. I haven't used my wildcard either. I really should have used it last week, and I probably should have used it this week. But for me, I think my team looks okay. I'm probably going to roll this week. It's not ideal, but I really do want to make a big overhaul on my team next week. I want to get Salah in for Rashford and maybe drop down in Mbeumo. Also, could potentially take out Son, but yeah, I just want to have the flexibility next week to do that. Again, I probably should use the wild card and go for a 1 week punt this week, but for me, I just want to take a look next week and see how we go. I think the wild card will be more useful as the weeks come on, so that's the reason I haven't gone for it. So another comment here from Satanistica. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I have Salah, but Fulham tends to not be good good results in derbies. Yeah, so Fulham are actually playing Spurs. So Everton is who Salah's facing. So Liverpool, Everton. They're both derbies, both Merseyside and London derbies. So yeah, I can see where you got confused there, but I know what you mean. Even Everton can get out these results. They and especially Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche grinds out results. So for me, I think it will be a tougher game than people think. We'll go for the next comment here from Nepali Api. So, in my opinion, you may go for Burns or Lascelles for the upcoming game week due to Newcastle. Yeah, that is a good point. I could drop down to Lascelles, and then that way, until. But the only thing is, if I go Lascelles and Botman is back, then I've just wasted the transfer because Lascelles will be in Botman's position. But Burn is a good option. Yeah, I haven't really thought about that one. I do like that Burn pick. Chris Gray here. Cheers for looking in, Chris. I have wildcarded Madison and any 6.9 mid or below. currently have James Ward-Prowse or Son and Neto. I think I'd go Son and Neto, or for me, I actually don't mind Maddison and Neto and maybe use the cash somewhere else. But for 6.9 million, it's a hard one because Son is so explosive. Son can score a brace. Son can get a hat trick. Maddison will keep you ticking along, and don't forget he is much cheaper. But for me, at this current moment, I'd probably go for Son and Neto, as I do think Son has more of a goal threat. Well, that was it for this deadline stream. Please leave a like on this video. Also, when I end this stream, it'll be really, really helpful if you jump into the comments and still comment, as it really does, help out the stream and like the stream. Good luck for the game week, and we'll come off this. Good luck for the game week, and I hope all of you absolutely smash it. I hope your captains score hat tricks. I hope you get a really, really good score. So cheers for locking in, and make sure you do leave a like before you go. And I will catch you in the next video. Stay tuned to my channel. I have transfer tips videos, team selection videos, different collabs with different people. So stay tuned to that, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers. Have a good game.
Yo, listen up, Rue is stepping up the game, where fantasy Premier League runs in his veins. From transfers to captains, he's always on top, guiding you through every game week non-stop. They say Rue got that Salah flow. Welcome to the channel, enjoy the show. Wild cards, free hits with so much vibe. If you're hunting for success, then make sure you subscribe.